What's good with you, buddy?
Black, you say you on 2K, my nigga. Yeah, I'm ready.
So who I play this week?
Uh-oh. Man, I thought that nigga was gone. Good.
Honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering.
You're black.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that one. And I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story is before that you telling. From my heart and soul, so you feeling. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison. When in I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soaking it. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing. The opposition ain't all that lane switching. This is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Atlanta Falcons. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Game, I can check it after the game, though.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 16 yards, a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. It looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. First carry for James Conner. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's trying to help him set up the YouTube.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. On 2nd and 9, Ryan looking middle, and that's complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Go.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen now looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have.
Shit, that's how I felt when you did that fucking play.
I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
And that's caught.
Come on, White.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards.
That's a play.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
No.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Here's Ryan to throw.
Give me that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
You know that.
Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
It's over with. You
There's no
stick
question
with
who
me,
they're going to
man.
look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
You better see.
To the air. Allen flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the
Ooh,
middle.
you better
And
see.
that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to,
come
he
on,
does have
man.
that
Keep it
touchdown
blocked.
from earlier,
Come
trying to
here,
keep him in the rhythm. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they play the responsibilities, play their keys, and made a nice stop.
Duke Riley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
They just gave up a sack
Fuck
there,
out
if I'm
of
not
there.
mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in.
Talking, but you really sick.
Someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The great blocking nearly sprung him there.
I ain't even been playing like
28-yard
my
return.
best.
And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On 1st down, it's Freeman.
He gonna fumble.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go,
you gonna be like,
in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd
You're
and
about
8.
to score.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Oh, he just sitting there. Oh, he ain't even
Julio
moving.
Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
That shit was lucky, but you got it.
Prater for the extra point.
I'm about to come back and score. Yeah, like I'm not about to score. All right.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
That was deep. That's how good you were, nigga.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
I'm going to run this bitch ass over next time, like I told you.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
See how easy I'm driving up the field, nigga?
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
That's how I knew you ain't
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cutter on first down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. Second down coming up. Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. They'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
That shit went right in, man.
Ricardo Allen with a pick.
That shit crazy. That shit glitch. I see the ball glitch in his nigga hand.
Safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman.
Shit.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan.
Come on, man.
And that'll be incomplete.
Come on,
Took
man.
a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch him.
From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field.
This nigga fucking wheels.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. It's caught. Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
This shit's sweet.
3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
That nigga shit.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
I just peeked this week 3, like, hold up, y'all.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete.
I'm going to tell you
left
this.
here on the clock.
I got you. I contacted the motherfucking Seahawks. He hit me back.
As they line up 2nd and 10. A final shot before half.
Nah, I hit him in the track. I hit him in the track.
And for the 3rd time in this half, it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
Not last week. I beat him.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando.
I didn't post him, so I DM'd him
at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the final. Resume action here in quarter number 3.
Don't go nowhere.
Fielded about a yard deep.
You said who?
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
So it's going to be yeah. Which one? This is because we got the week 2 and this is week 3 already. So I'm guessing this is the main one. You got
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football one-on-one here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
56.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He can run for it, and he was Allen hit. He lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. Room here to run.
Dude, fumble the ball,
there he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it, took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him.
Maybe been a defensive tackle running with the ball,
who's
but not in this case.
Panda Express is on?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I were down there. We could hear them. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for him. Got it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Keanu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run here with Freeman, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
On 1st and 10 is counter. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Allen now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And that's complete to Brown. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I'm trying to figure out who's the close. Who?
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run here with counter. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Conner, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
I'm a promoter.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ryan.
How do you got that?
Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And it's taken in at the 9. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
She sent that to you for sure, man.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
What the fuck think is going to happen?
Here's Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that, but nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another day.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That's like you trying to be a whole star,
And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands, get 2 hands on the ball, grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it on one hand, put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Yeah, that's the thing, but he is Coco too, but she had to go. I just see her on my skateboard yesterday.
That's a really good job right there. Just keep stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the 1st by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Ryan now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10.
Yeah, that's it. Let me get the Vikings.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They got. The Vikings would be better than them, but they both got something.
Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the run is counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Okay, this in the up league,
Again, a
in
run
the second league, I'm good.
Hey, what the fuck is that
this
play
one
on me,
to
man?
about the 20-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Connor. And it'll be losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the Allen hit, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ryan. Boy, stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I don't think you got it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And a little bit of a consolation.
I should have been running the fucking ball, man.
With all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players
what you mean,
are really happy
I should
with
have
that
been running
score.
the fucking rock.
Doesn't
man.
affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a
Ain't
lot.
not gonna run like that.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points
kill
for positivity.
LB.
I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Falcons, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA
Hey, Laker
Sports.
boy, you know if AD playing tonight? Word. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm about to watch that shit in a minute. Yeah, I know, man.
Even if I ever did the minimum, designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat and watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak the list, I couldn't find a social vision. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brought it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I know, super thing, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more fire than the Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I know, super thing, go tank.
That's why your ass ain't good in the NFL. Your ass on it.
My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over any, yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This over any, yo, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Ay, 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 yo, para esto.
Hey, 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 nigga. It's Mazda. YOLO. Nah, for real. Nah, no, it's still fun.
Who you gotta play? Take off?
LB
You
all
gotta
that
play
fucking
take off?
hiding, man.
Leave me alone, dude. Trying to say anything? Oh, yo, what up? Who you gotta play? Take off? That's new world now. It's a whole new world right there. Ooh, pressure. Yeah. Hold on. Who you gotta play, brother? You gotta play Mike Dog right now, brother? My brother? You gonna laugh at it, G? Take all, nigga. You got no fake dick, nigga. Ooh, shit. Nigga say you his son. You remember Mike Dog? He say you his son. Man, shut up, bitch. Pussy ass ranking. Look at the bitch. Want to cut Patrick Robinson right now? Yeah. He ain't got no spot on my team. Patrick Robinson, that boy getting cut. Night. What's up, Mike? Oh, what's up, Mike? And the car do your eye undefeated, right? Yeah, them niggas be Warren Easton. Nigga be Warren Easton. Man, that was nice. But upgrade your people, Mike. Get them ready, Mike. Nigga G some cool ass nigga, man. That nigga want a 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen. No, you didn't. You talking about something? Say LB still in there? Trying to. Who talking right now? Who talking right now? Nigga, quiet, huh?